welcome back to my kitchen. Y'all, Thanksgiving is coming. It's on its way. So it's time to start some Thanksgiving recipes to make sure you guys are ready. And today I'm making these smothered turkey wings. Some people just do not prefer to fix a whole turkey for Thanksgiving. So we're gonna do some smothered turkey wings. You know, I guess we can. We can make them a little smoked if we add some of the little smoked seasoning, but they're gonna be smothered, okay? Smothered turkey wings. So I have about 3 to 4 pounds, and I've cut them into drumsticks and flats, all right? We're going to season them with some ground pepper, and I'm just gonna sprinkle, maybe about a half teaspoon, and then probably about a teaspoon of everything else. I just sprinkle until I feel like, oh, I can hear my mama saying, okay, girl, that's enough. All right. We're gonna use a little bit of this complete seasoning, just a little bit of seasoned salt, because we are using some seasonings that have salt, okay? A little bit of this Creole seasoning. I have the dynamic duo, the garlic powder, and the onion powder. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of this buttery garlic and herb by Kinder's, and a little poultry seasoning. And you guys, I want to use some poultry seasoning because it has the sage, the thyme, and the onion in it. That sage and thyme just says Thanksgiving to me, so I want to season it with that. I had this ground sage out, but I don't need it because once I saw my poultry seasoning, I said I'll just use that. And then I have some paprika. You guys, we traveled years ago with our sweet, sweet dear friends on vacation, and then they provided this little spice set right here. When I tell you, it has saved me a many a day when I have ran out of stuff. So that's where my paprika is coming from, and I just need to remember to put paprika on my list, okay? Let's see, you saw me cutting up the red, the green peppers, and the onions. So I have some that's in the bottom of my casserole dish, and then I'm going to use some more, the rest of it. Where did I put it? Over there. I'm going to use the rest of that when I make the gravy, okay? I've made homemade gravy on my channel before, but we're going to make some more today for these smothered turkey wings. Now, when I make my gravy, I'm going to need some, what do I need? Some chicken broth. I love to make my own chicken broth because the stuff in the box, to me, you guys, it's just kind of bland. So I make mine using Better Than Bouillon. If you've been here for a while, there's chicken, what is it? Roasted chicken base, Better Than Bouillon, you guys. I love it. I use the beef kind too, but this is so good. I use that, and I have 2 cups. I get some hot water and have maybe about a tablespoon because it can be salty. So when you're making it, maybe start with half a tablespoon and then just see if that's salty enough for you, because you don't want to over salt it, okay? So we're gonna start by, I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of this olive oil to my turkey wings. And now I just want to rub this olive oil in. And you guys, I just do not cook with gloves when I'm at home. I just don't. So that's why I don't do it for the videos. This food is for me and my husband. And I just don't cook with gloves. I know some people hate handling raw meat without anything on their hands. But hey, I'm at home. So I do it like I do it, okay? So I'm just getting this olive oil rubbed all in. And of course, I've thoroughly washed my hands. Y'all don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands because that's just nasty. And this is a perfect example of why you need to make sure your hands are clean, okay? Look at that juicy turkey leg. Ooh-wee. Okay. Let me go wash my hands again. Okay. And I had already washed my meat, and I let it soak a little bit in some kosher salt. You know, got it really clean. Any feathers or hairs, as I like to call them, honey, we pulled them off. All right. So we'll just start with, I'm not going to do a lot of ground pepper because my husband doesn't like spicy. Okay. And this is the complete seasoning. And yes, I could have measured this stuff out, but I want you guys to see how much I'm sprinkling, you know? I don't measure. Okay, this is the seasoned salt. I'm gonna use just a little bit of that. The Creole seasoning. And then we're gonna get all this rubbed in. Once I get it added, I like to be very, very generous with my onion powder and the garlic powder. Okay. And if you think about a teaspoon, you guys, this is what a teaspoon looks like. Okay. That's how deep that is. Garlic powder. And you can always adjust the seasonings to what you prefer. If there's anything you want to add that I've not added, poultry seasoning, or anything that, you know, I'm adding that you think, I don't like that, it's perfectly fine not to add it. Okay? Next, we will add some of our buttery garlic and herb. And then last but not least, the paprika. And this is coming out real fine, you guys. Let's see, what does it look like if I open it? I can't open it. Okay, it's gonna take me a minute to get the paprika in here. Okay. Okay, now we want to get this rubbed all over your meat. And you guys make sure too, I don't think I said this, make sure that your meat is really dry, okay? Make sure that it's dry. Because that way when you put the oil on it and then add your spices, it really sticks to it. You add your seasonings, okay? It really sticks to it. And if I have an area on the meat where I can get up under there and get some seasonings under the skin, that's what I do too. And yes, I have to go wash my hands again. You guys are probably saying, well, honey, if you put some gloves on, you won't have to keep washing your hands. I just told you, I don't cook with gloves at home, so I don't mind going and washing my hands yet again, okay? Don't mind. So we're gonna take this meat and we're gonna lay it in here. I like to alternate the way the legs are turned. Do you guys do that? Let me get all that seasoning out of that bowl. Okay, let me go wash my hands again. So now before they go in the oven, I want to add a little butter on the top. a little butter on the top. I do. Okay. Now I'm making sure that this knife does not touch the meat, okay? So I won't cross-contaminate and be touching my butter when I've touched raw meat, okay? I have to say that kind of stuff because some of y'all notice everything. And some stuff y'all say y'all be seeing, y'all don't be seeing. Y'all know it's always one. It's always one. Okay. So we're ready to go in the oven. I'm gonna cover my turkey wings. I'm gonna cover the turkey wings. And we're gonna let these bake 375. I'm gonna bake for about an hour and 15 minutes because what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take them out. And when we take them out, I'm gonna add my gravy to it. We're gonna put them back in. I'm gonna turn them down and let them kind of slow cook a little bit. You don't have to do that, but that's just what I want to do. Okay, so they're in the oven. Let's start making our gravy. Let's see, we're gonna keep out, I might use a little bit of, do I want some sage in there? We'll see. Let's start making the gravy. So I'm starting. I love to make gravy in my seasoned cast iron skillet. You guys, this was my mama's skillet, so I grew up with this skillet, okay? Now we're doing old school gravy, you guys. I am starting with bacon grease. Okie dokie, bacon grease, okay? Starting with about 2 tablespoons. And I'm just gonna try to talk you through how I learned from my mama to do gravy. If you don't have bacon grease, you can use butter, okay? You can use vegetable oil, but I like to start with this bacon grease because it already has that seasoning in it. So we're gonna get this to melt down. And as it's melting, I have some all-purpose flour, and I'm gonna measure out 1/4 cup, but I probably won't need all of this. But that's just what I'm gonna start with, okay? That's about 1/4 cup. May or may not need it. I'm gonna start with probably about half of that. And then, let's see. So I have the onions and the peppers that I cut up earlier. And then I have about 4 cloves of some fresh garlic that I'm getting ready to press out in a second. We're just gonna put it in there for right now. And the key to doing this gravy is when you're trying to get it smooth, you're gonna have to keep it moving, okay? Keep it moving. I'm gonna turn this up on high just to get it hot, and then we'll turn it back down. Make sure you use a wire whisk. Do not use one of those silicone whisks, okay? Make sure you use your wire whisk. Let's see if it's gonna sizzle at all. Nope, not really. I want it to get a little hotter before I start adding my flour. And when I add my flour, as I'm stirring it, I like to wait before I add anything else because I want my flour to get the color, the brownness that I want. Okay? That's what I like to do. So that's about half that all-purpose flour. And once this pan really gets hot, this flour will eventually start browning. And once it gets to browning, we're going to be ready to rock and roll. Okay, can you see how it's starting to brown? I'm going to add a little bit more. And see, I don't have to add any of, what's the liquid that you use? There's a liquid that you can use to brown your gravy to get it the color. But you guys, you can do that on the stove. Again, you have to remember, we're going to keep it moving because you don't want it to scorch. And I want mine just a little bit darker, okay? Just a little bit. Okay. Now that it's the consistency, not the consistency, the color that I want, I'm going to slowly start adding my broth. Have to be very careful because it's getting ready to steam up, okay? As it continues to brown. If I'm not careful, it'll burn. It'll add just a little bit at a time. And keep it moving. We like a darker brown gravy. Let me press this garlic in here. Keep it moving, keep it moving. That's how you keep it from being lumpy. Slowly add some more. And I'm going to go on and add my onions too, because I want them to just soften up a little bit. They're going to soften up more, even the more when I add the gravy to the and put it back in the oven. But I really want these flavors to get inside this gravy too, okay? Okay, I had turned it down. We're going to turn it up, like on a medium high. And then we'll add more broth. And it's going to slowly start thickening up. As that's coming to a boil again, we're going to just add a little black pepper. Not too much. A little bit of my complete seasoning. And again, you can just add whatever you want to add. Whatever seasonings you like. A little seasoned salt. Because remember, the broth has salt in it as well, okay? So don't overdo it. That was some onion powder. And last but not least, garlic powder. And if I feel like I need it to be thicker, then what's left in this, I'll make a little slurry. I'll probably just add a little broth and make a little slurry. And that way the slurry is already smooth and just add it to it. Y'all know what I mean? And yes, I'm going to taste it out of this spoon that I'm using to cook with because this is for me and my husband. That's good. I definitely do not need any more salt. So my seasonings are good. I'm gonna add some of this to this, get it smooth, make me a slurry. And sometimes it's just hard to tell whether or not I'm gonna need all of the flour. And just don't want it, I didn't want to get it too thick in the beginning. And now I just get this smooth. As I can. And one thing about the boiling broth is that it helps to get those lumps out too. That's why you have to keep it moving with your whisk. Lady, don't be slinging gravy. Just gonna get that in there. And I put it right here, and I'm just trying to kind of break up that flour and broth that I just added to it. See how it's getting thicker? Y'all see the difference? I'm gonna add some water to this. So I started off with 2 cups of broth, and then I added another ½ cup because I definitely don't need any more. I don't need to add any more salt. It's salty enough. And y'all, that's really it with making gravy. You just have to keep it moving. See that pretty brown color? This is a ½ cup of water, so we're at 3 cups of liquid for the broth. I'm going to turn it down to 350 while I'm thinking about it. And this is what we're looking like after an hour and 15 minutes. Oh, that looks good. And you see that there's some drippings down there. Okay, so now to check on my gravy. Let's see. Yep, that's hot. This is my gravy, okay? And I think once it's all said and done, I'm gonna want it maybe just a little bit thicker. Just a little bit. So this is something else that you can do. Now this consistency is good for us, but by the time we add it to, or I add it to the drippings that's in there, it's gonna make it even looser. So here's a trick, you guys. I'm just gonna simply take some flour, and let me say this while I'm thinking about it. The little pieces that you see in there is not flour, it's the little pieces of the garlic, okay, that we added. All right, I'm just gonna take a little bit of flour and we're just gonna sprinkle it in the bottom. I'm not putting it on the meat, okay? I don't want it on the meat, but I'm just kind of sprinkling it in between the meat. And as that cooks, you guys, that's gonna thicken up, okay? So now we're gonna pour this gravy over the turkey wings. Now back in the oven, they will go. I've turned it down to 350, and I'm gonna set my timer for at least another hour, and I'll check them. If they're not falling off the bone enough for me, I'll cook them longer, but I'll let you know exactly how long they baked once I take them out. Okay, you guys, we baked for at least 2 hours and about 20 minutes. Y'all, I wanted them fall off the bone done. Okay, and this is what our gravy is looking like. And you can't even see where you can't tell where I sprinkled in the little pieces of flour. Oh, yeah.
Hey everybody, is it cold where y'all at? It's getting cold.
No, it was cold today.
What in the world?
What in the world? What in the world?
She done went Flintstones.
Not Flintstones, baby.
You know the Flintstones there, everything is giant size.
That's because they're turkey legs. Turkey legs and turkey wings.
Oh, that's a wing?
Mm-hmm.
God almighty.
That's a wing.
I ain't never ate a turkey leg or wing.
I have eaten a turkey leg.
Well, no, I don't think. Listen, let me ask you something.
You do offer the real when you eat turkey for Thanksgiving, baby.
Okay, here is my question. No, okay, like here when we go to the fair, when the fair come into town, they have what they call turkey legs.
Yeah.
But it seems like a ham that you're eating.
We don't get those.
Okay, that's why I said, is that a real turkey leg? What is it? Do y'all fairgrounds have that? When the fair come into town, they have what they call turkey legs. But they real, they're about this tall.
Well, baby, turkey.
That thick around.
Turkeys are big.
But it tastes like ham.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, don't it taste like ham? Ask the people, they'll tell you it tastes like ham.
Oh.
But this is a real turkey leg right here, because this look like an adult. That look like a real big Purdue steroid chicken or something. Oh, that's big.
Baby, it's not a chicken, it's turkey.
I know, baby, and I'm gonna eat already. I'm gonna eat. But listen, guys, is it cold where y'all at? Man, I put on my pajamas. See?
Baby. Yeah. Let's see. This is still a little warmerish, baby. Hold your head up. Let me see if I can get him to slide this way so I can
Just don't drop.
I know, right? Move to your right just a little bit. Okay. What you say?
Yeah, no.
Hey, I'm not trying to be your mama.
I'm looking at the smoke come off of it.
I know, right? That's why I say this casserole dish is still a little warmerish. See if they're tender enough. I cooked them and baked them and baked them and baked
I need a fork.
and baked them. Baby's right there at the drawer with the forks are.
I don't want a fancy fork.
You don't have to be a fancy one, baby. Get the one with the little wooden handle. Maybe they can't see each other now. You wanna hold it up?
That's a wing that big?
Yeah, it's a wing that big.
This look like this is. Well, I don't know. It kind of look like it's.
Kind of look like what?
Like the other ones. This is.
It's still warm, baby. Is it tender enough? I see that bone just slid right on out. Let me taste it a little bit, because he said,
There you go. What it does. God, this is still it fall off the bone.
That's what I want.
How long you
It was over 2 hours, maybe about 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I mean, his bones just fell. Look at that.
I know, right? Bone just came.
Right. That's the
little.
what's the name of the bone? That's the knee bone.
It just came right on off the bone.
Knee bone right there. This is knee.
The knee bone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stick that back in there. Ooh, that one hurt.
Don't touch me.
That's good. What you mean don't touch you?
I thought you got to get real messy on your hand.
Okay, well, save it, baby. Don't eat it all because you have.
This tender.
You have to eat your dinner. Don't eat it all. Just save it.
What do you mean?
That means stop. Oh, that is tender. Stop. Okay. Y'all, that's good.
Right, that's good.
That's good. And you guys, it's really challenging for me sometimes because I don't measure. So sometimes when I try to give you measurements while I'm cooking, I be wrong. Just like with the gravy, I probably could have went on and used that 4th cup of flour when I was making the gravy. If you don't want to make homemade gravy, use like cream of chicken soup. Okay? Use cream of chicken soup so you don't have to make your gravy homemade if you don't want to. Cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, you can do that as well. Okay? So listen, y'all. Thanksgiving coming. So we're getting these recipes in hopes to make things easier for you, especially if you feel like you're not that much of a cook, but you want to do something, I try to make it as simple as I can. And that's why I try to be detailed with my instructions, because I'm really, those that really struggle cooking or may not be a cook, y'all the ones I'm really trying to help. I know those that are veteran cooks, you know, some of you enjoy the videos, some of you feel like I talk too much, but it's okay because I'm trying to explain to those that really want to learn. Okay?
And I would say to you, to the ones that really feel like, okay, you don't have to go through all of that. It's fine when you know a thing. But when you don't know a thing and the person for the first time try it and they get it right, the expression of accomplishment, excitement.
Even sometimes I get emails about people that have tried cakes or recipes for the first time and they are so excited. There are people that have even started their own cake baking business because they followed my recipes. My instructions were so detailed that it's been helpful, and they've been able to do that and make a little extra income, especially in this economy. So that warms my heart, and that's what it's for. That's what it's for.
And for me, I always say, and this is something that Donna does. When instructions are made simple, people are more apt to try it. When a thing is complicated, people move away from it. So she wants it to be simple so the person, be it a first time where a newlywed or a young couple, and one wants to make a meal for their significant other, they do it. She makes it that simple the way you can follow through and say the pride of saying, I did that. I did it. So that's what it is.
That's how I got him my grape Kool-Aid and what else?
Let me tell you something.
It was grape Kool-Aid. Was it pancakes or something?
Pancakes, girl, let me tell you something.
Listen, that grape Kool-Aid
she loaded me up with sugar bars, and I said to myself, that's it, I'm done. Here go my wallet.
I'm going to marry this girl.
Here go my wallet right here in my
True story, though. That grape Kool-Aid. I think it was, I love breakfast, so I think I made you some pancakes.
Yeah, but you know what?
Pancakes, bacon, and eggs.
Yeah, you're right. You made me breakfast first. I made her.
And you made me breakfast first.
I made her. No, I couldn't have made. Both of us couldn't have made each other breakfast first.
No. You made me breakfast first. You were the first one when we first started dating. You made me breakfast.
I sure did.
And then later on, when you came to my apartment, I made you breakfast.
Yes, so yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. I made breakfast. Let me tell you something, guys. I got in that kitchen. Whew.
It was good.
It was good.
Listen, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so.
By hitting the nosy, that's that notification bell. And that lets you know everything that Miss Donna has going on over here.
Right. Thank you all so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye.